Hello, good afternoon. This is Adrian, and today I'm gonna walk you through my first milestone project in Python. It's regarding creating a tic-tac-toe game. For the IDE, I'm using Jupyter Notebooks, and yeah, I guess we'll proceed. Just a heads up, I've been struggling in creating this for a while. I guess it's been a day that I've been trying to rack my brains in how to complete this. I'm still a beginner in Python, and in the next few minutes, you're gonna probably see unnecessary logics, unnecessary code written out. It just shows my skill level. I ask that you be patient with me, and yeah, I guess we'll see how it went, and I'll try to explain my reasoning of on why I written that specific set of like code. All right, so yeah, the first one I did my introduction, so I defined the function of called intro, and then yeah, basically just telling them welcome to my project, tic-tac-toe game, and then prompting them to write Adrian's to proceed. So I'll show you how it actually looks like if I run it. So I call intro function, and you'll see here, hello, please read below and follow instruction to start. And then welcome to my first project. It's a simple tic-tac-toe game where two players can play. I hope you enjoy this as much as I did. And to start, please enter Adrian. For example, I didn't read the below. I just put as like Bob. It won't let me proceed. Instead, it would prompt up another input form which says, hello, please enter Adrian to proceed. In this case, I can enter Adrian in capital or in lowercase. It should have no problem. Shouldn't have any problem at all. This is because I put the logic if name dot lower, so I made the whatever they input as name into lowercase and then equal to Adrian. Print. It should let me proceed with the other functions as well. All right. Next thing I did would be to make a player select. So this one makes them select if they want to play as X or they want to play as O. This is a really simple code. It just shows that just lets them pick. So I'm gonna run it and I'm going to insert another cell just to see how it works. Player select, gonna call it, and here we go. Player 1, please select whether you want to play as X or O. So for example, they wanted to play as X. Okay, player 1 goes first. Please look at the block below and choose your move. I'm gonna call it again and see what happens if I type in O. So player 2 goes first. Please look at the block below and choose your move. And let's see what happens if I put in like a number or something, or any other options that isn't A or X or O. So just keeps on prompting it until I press like X or O. Alright. The next function, actually, ignore this for now. I actually written out the board. So this is print field. I made this function to call it whenever I'm gonna need that. So, okay. Since this is connected to the function above, I have written some parameters, 9 parameters that were used above. So _1 until _9. And then as you can see here, it prints out the board. So this is an F string literal, and then basically it just says in the curly brackets to print out whatever the value of the 7th variable, which we can see up above, 789. I'll just show you how it looks like. So first I'm gonna run it, and then let's put in a new cell, call the function print field. Sorry, I need to run this one as well. Let's just run this one and then another one. Nande. I think I run this already, right? Okay, sorry about that. I need to I actually need to run this function, because as you can see, print field is already stated here, so it's like a function within a function. My vocabulary is really lacking at this point, but I hope that through time I can learn the proper words for it. Right now it's just my first week in learning Python, and this is all I can like show you guys. Sorry, apologize in advance, but yep, let's proceed. All right. So this is just the function for calling out the board, the interactive board. When I call out the function above, which is game field, it should let me show you the print field as well. So how do I start with this? So I commented out next is to print the actual visual interface where the game takes place and give options. So yeah, if you remember, down below there's some f string literal, and then it just shows you which values to put. So you'll notice like it should contain curly braces 9, something like that, and it will show you the 9 value here. Okay, I guess we'll run this real quick and then just show you what I mean. Game field. So here you go. As you can see, this is the print field, this one. And then X's turn, since X is always the first one to move. So I just show you this this value. If I change it to X, it will turn to X. Here we go. And then say we want to replace this one. Now it's O. I'm gonna put 7, and this should be replaced by 7. There we go. Alright, so that's how it looks like. And then dropped. Let's clear the out. Let's clear. So kernel. I guess let's clear output. Yes. Alright, going back, see it's really a wall of like code here. I think this might be optimized to have to be more readable. Right now I am not at that skill level, but yeah, let's proceed with the game field. So first I defined the variables to contain specific values, and then I put a turn equals 1. I use this as my counter. You'll see why in the moments to follow. I put blocks equals an empty list, X blocks equals empty list, and O blocks empty list. This would be used to append some values that we use in double checking the player moves. Check is another counter that I added, because you'll see, because for some reason I couldn't really figure out why turn wasn't working, and then I just added this just for my code to work. So start equals true, and print field, this is the function I was calling the board interface, just to show it on the first time. And then while start is equals to true, if turn mod 2 is not equal to 0, that means it's an odd number. It's gonna be the first turn. All right. So 1 mod 2 is not equal to 0. That means it's gonna be X's turn. Please choose your move 1 to 9. So this is my correction. I just wanted to make sure that the move is a number. So in any case that the player made a move that is a letter or a string, or a letter or not a number, it just goes to else, and then it says please choose between 1 and 9. Oh, sorry. this one, this else. Please choose a number in numerical form. And then I ask them to I prompt them to enter the number again that they want to choose. So yeah. And basically, if it is a number, then it needs to meet this condition next. If the integer move, I made it into an integer, since when you input it, it becomes a string first, is in range of 1 to 10. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if integer move is not in blocks, so if it is not yet here in blocks, then I can go ahead and proceed. So if int move equals 1 is equal to 1, then I'm gonna replace the 1 variable with x. And then I'm gonna go ahead and print field again, with this time with the updated 1 as x. And then I'm gonna put turn plus 1. It will become 2. So in the next reiteration, it's gonna be if turn mod 2 would be equal to 0, then that's gonna be O's turn, if you get me. And then I'm also going to put blocks dot append. So I'm gonna append the move number, with this in this case 1, into the empty list. So it's gonna be 1, for example. And then what that's gonna do is it's going to be used in checking this one again. So if int move is not in blocks, then you can proceed. But if it is in blocks, then it would lead you to produce an error, which is sorry, that block is already taken. So if int move is in blocks, we're gonna print sorry, that block is already taken. Alright. And then basically this wall of text that you see is, I didn't know any other procedure to do it on the other numbers, but thankfully there's just 9 tiles in TicTacToe. So if I did this for every number that they might choose, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and basically just telling them, okay, replace variable underscore 2 with x if they choose 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then all the same by adding turn, adding check, and then print field, and adding appends to it. Alright, perfect. Now what next? So we go next to the O. So for example, player X, they already made their move. Turn is gonna add a 1 to its value. It's gonna be 2. Now there should be an else here. Okay, so if you remember the first condition that says if turn mod 2 is not equal 0, then it's gonna be x turn. This is another statement that says else we're gonna put move O's turn. Please choose your move 1 to 9. And then it's gonna be the same thing here. If move is digit, we're gonna check if it's a number. If not, just the same thing, choose a number in numerical form. If int move in range, so just making them choose between 1 to 9. And in int move not in blocks, so if you remember the blocks that we have, if it's not there, then it means it's still available to be taken up. And then just the same thing, this time I only change the variable to be changed to O. Perfect. O blocks dot append. I think this was in an earlier version. I'm not sure if I use this in my next code, but I used to think that I need to put the whatever moves they did, or whatever number each player did, so I can check it, but I ended up not using it, so this one is probably unnecessary and would be deleted, but I haven't deleted it yet, so please bear with me in seeing this. Alright, so I did the same with the other numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a really tedious process, but yeah. So if the number is in blocks, sorry, that blocks are taken, else please choose a number between 1 and 9. And then for the check counter, I wanted to check if the tiles they placed are matching. So, for example, this X, this X, this X. I want to check if these three are matching up, and then that way I could end the game. So this is what it's for. I could probably put it as turn, but at that time, my code wasn't really that complete yet, and uh, I just put it as check for the moment. So on turn, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At turn 5, the earliest, because I started with check 1, if you remember. Turn 5, that should be the earliest time that there's gonna be like 3 forming X or 3 forming X. That should lead them to win. But yeah, so I'll just show you how quickly it works. So, I need to run this first. To run this too, and then game field. Right. So X's turn. Please choose your move. Like I said, if your move isn't a number in 1 to 9 form, or so first, if it's not a digit, I'll show what it does. So please, it doesn't prompt. It doesn't let you proceed, and then it just says, please choose a number in numerical form. And then the next check would be if move is in range of 1 to 10, so if it's within the value of 1 to 9, and move is not in blocks, then we could proceed. So let's try putting a value that is beyond 1 to 9. So let's try 0. Even this one is in a numerical. No, let's try 10. Oh, sorry. To explain, range 1 to 10 only counts up to 1 to 9. Number 10 is not inclusive. So if you put 10, I would prompt it up again. So 11. Choose between 1 and 9 again. So yep. So let's try 9. Perfect. So as you can see, if we actually put 9, it will change the value of this one into X. At the same time, it will append the 9 to our block list or move list. So for example, O wanted to take the 9 field as well. Let's try 9. It will say, sorry, that block is already taken, so we'll have to choose another tile. So 5, let's try 5. Right, it just does that until they complete the game. So 1, and then probably O would be 2. As you can see, 2, and then X would let's try 3. Oh, sorry, it minimized. Problem with Jupyter Notebook is that sometimes if it's too full, it minimizes. Let's try that again. What? Oh, that means name checker is not defined because we haven't run the function checker yet. Alright, let's try running this and then go back again. So just to recap, let's just try to play the game and I'll show you what I wanted to. So 2, set 5, 7x, and then I'll go with 3, and then x to just complete this would be 9. It says X have won the game. Game has ended. It should be has, right? I'm gonna change that after this recording. Okay. Would you like to continue playing? I said no. Game over. Hope you had fun. Alright. So what this one did was it's in the function checker. So checker, basically it checks whether the condition has been met for a game over or for winning the game. This is my checker value. I was doing this, I just put some random things just to remind myself where I am at and what to do. So 50% done, just need to figure out how to handle endgame and restart game. So I was really struggling with how to handle endgame, but I figured it out by using checker. As you can see here, I passed these values as well from the previous function, which is game field. I pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn blocks, X blocks, O blocks. Check start. I didn't know why I needed X blocks and O blocks. I ended up not using it. Check. I did use it, but it should be the same as turn. Start, not really needed. I could probably delete this since I already have start here as well. But yeah, so while start is true, then I'm gonna update. Sorry, let's begin with my first variable here. So first I did a variable x win. This is the condition for x to win. It should have like the list of complete list of x, 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 and o to win would be o, o, o. And then I put start true here just to satisfy this while loop to start. And then I put it the var use the methods to win. So if 1, 2, 3, sorry, if 1, 2, 3 is x or o, they will win. If 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 4, 7, so by columns. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, not that one. And then the other two conditions, 7, 5, 3, and I'm sorry, 7, 5, 3, and 9, 5, 1. So if either of the wins here that you see is x, 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 or o, 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 then that means that x have won the game. So I put the logic if that condition x win in win A, B, C, D, F, G, H. Whenever that is true, then we'll print x have won the game. Start equals false. Else if O win in win A, B, C, D, that means O have won the game. Sorry. I'll put this as has just to won the game. And then start is false just to break out of this while loop over here. However, if this condition hasn't been satisfied, then we can go ahead and proceed with the game again. So the same thing, I just copied what I written out in the first one. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4. That should do the same thing as the one before. And then we put input. Alright. Same thing. This in this case for O player O. And then if you remember, if someone wins, then the start would now be equal to false, right? Sorry. Here we go. Would be changed to false. So once this is false, I actually did another while loop. So if someone wins, then we can go ahead and say game has ended. Would you like to continue playing? Yes or no? So if they entered yes, the game would start again using Greenfield, and then this while loop would break. Else if they answered no, game over, hope you had fun, nothing will happen, we'll just break this while loop. So it's the end of the game. Else, choose Y or N to proceed. If they didn't satisfy the condition, that would be Y or N, then it's gonna prompt them with this continuously until they choose Y or N, then break the loop again. So yeah, that's what I did. I actually spent like a day and a half just to figure it out. It's not perfect. Maybe we could go with what the instructor's code is, just to see how more efficient it would be. But right now we can just try starting my game. So I'm gonna run all of these. This one too. This one. And then this. So just to show you how the completed game is, I'll be running it here. So I define TicTacToe. That's gonna call my intro, call my player select, and my game field. So let's try doing that now. By the way, my unnecessary stuff, check counter is the same as turn. Checker function would be the same as game field, maybe. There's a lot of polishing up and debug and like optimizing my code, but right now since it's working, that's I'm so happy. That's why I made this video. So here we go. Hello, please read below, follow instructions. So Adrian, like I said, if you put number, nothing happens. If you put Bob, nothing happens. You need to put Adrian. Any case, caps lock or lowercase, doesn't matter. So player 1, please select whether you want to play as X or O. This time I want just to see what happens if I choose whatever. Just prompts anything. Okay, I want to play as X. So this time, let's try to actually play the game. So it's gonna be me playing against me. So maybe I'm just gonna go with 9, 5, and 1, probably. So let's try 9. Should replace 9 with X, and then let's try to block it with O. 6. So as you see, 6 has been changed to O. And then I'll try 5, 5, and then just 2 would be replaced by O. So you can see O's turn. This is because of the mod if. So if turn mod 2 is equals to 0, then that means that it would be the O's turn. And then just to show you how it ends, it's gonna be 1. So it minimized. Game has ended. Would you like to continue? Sure. And then it starts the game again with the variables. I'll reset it up. So it's gonna be the same this time. Yep, I want to try to win as O, so let's probably try 7, 5, 3, but let's try that in more steps. So 1 be X, 1 try 5, 2, this one would be 3, 6. I'm just trying to make a bunch of moves so I could win at the 9th turn, just to show you that I did one. And then OX's turn would be probably 8, and then 7. O has won the game. O has ended 9, and so game over. Hope you had fun. That's it. I realized that actually if the turns, and if it's a draw and no one won, then I haven't really created a code for that, so I'm gonna try to do that now. Okay, so I do know that turn was passed to this code. Yeah, let's just put elif turn. Do I want to put it here? Yeah, I could put it here. Turn is greater than, how many turns is that? So 1 plus 9, 10. Let's just try to verify. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, if turn is greater than 10, where is that? 2, 4. Where's that? Okay, if turn is greater than 10, then let's print game over. Oh, I want to ask them if they want to start again. So maybe I shouldn't put it here, but instead put it near the end, where when I ask them to replay. Will start equals false. Okay, so I just need to say turn. If turn is greater than 10, then I need to start equals false, right? Sorry guys, let me just fix up this one, and then let's proceed with seeing the instructor's code. See how way better it is than mine. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll share the excitement with you. So if turn is greater than 10, and then I'm just gonna print. I'm gonna print draw. Body 1. Right, perfect. And then pause this for now. I think my parents are calling me.